Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan. Welcome back. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It all really helps. Today we're going to look at the ML SoundLab Flagship plugin. Roll that intro. Hey everyone, welcome back. So as I said, today we are looking at the ML SoundLab Flagship plugin. As usual, just to take you through what I'm using so you know what the signal path is, I am using this 1999 USA PV Wolfgang. It's an awesome guitar. That is going into my Focusrite interface, which goes into my Mac that is running Studio One. You can use the plugin by itself as a standalone app, but I'm just going to put it into a DAW so you can see how easy it is to load up and use to record. That goes back into my interface, which goes into a monitor so I can hear what I'm doing. That said, let's dive straight in. Let's have a look. So here we go. Here is Studio One all set up and running. I've already put a track in there. It's on to record. So we just literally open the folder. You can see I've got loads of the ML SoundLab stuff. It's awesome stuff. Here is the Flagship plugin. Drag and drop. And if all goes according to plan, straight away, just like that, it's ready to go. Just so you guys can hear what the guitar sounds like without, I've turned the plugin off. So that is the straight DI'd signal, no processing whatsoever. So all of the amp sounds, everything is coming straight from the plugin. Just for those of you that pay attention to what I'm doing on the guitar, I wouldn't because it's going to be pretty rubbish, but on a PV Wolfgang, the selector switch is back to front to what you would normally expect. So up is the bridge pickup, down is the neck pickup. So if I'm on the neck, usually you would look and think that's the bridge and you might think it sounds muddy, but that's why it sounds weird. There you go. Right. So let's arm the plugin again. Already sounds awesome, literally just from dropping that in there. You can see by the look of the amp, straight away you can tell it's a Friedman plugin. It's probably not officially affiliated with Friedman, but it's Friedman style amps, which are awesome, awesome amplifiers. So just so you can see what we've got, you've got the amp section here, which we've got the Brownie, the Double J, and the Nude amp. They've all got different channels as well. So that's where you select your amp and channel. There are presets that you can pick from. If you don't want to dial in your own tone, then this is just an easy way to get sound straight out of the box. So there you go, Hero Lead, so that's going to be like a lead sound. Loads of gain, loads of delay, just a straight up 80s style lead sound. So that's how the presets work. Change it again, you can see that they move around. Then we've got the pedal board section where you've got pedals built into the plugin. These are all exactly where they need to be in the chain as well. So your noise gate, compressor and drive are in front of the amp. The chorus, delay and reverb are in the effects loop. You can't change where they are, but in my opinion, they sound awesome. So you don't need to mess with that. And then your license manager is where, so if you've downloaded the demo copy, which is free on their website to mess around with, you decide that you like it, which won't be surprising because in my opinion, it sounds great. You get your license key from ML SoundLab, you put it in the license manager, unlocks the full version. And then at the bottom here, we've got the cab section, which is where you can select different style cabs, different mics. So you see here, we've got the ribbon mic, dynamic mic, classic SM57. So, you know, there's a few different kind of mics that you can get there, and you can move them around, you know, brighter and harsher on the cone, darker as it goes out. You can bring them further away. So there's a lot of stuff there you can do to really shape the sound. You can mix in how much you want of each one as well. So you can see just how much that changes things, just moving the mic around. And then if you get lost and you want to go back to a preset, they're just right there. Click on the preset, puts everything back to where the preset says it should be. Awesome sounds again. So going back to the amp section, you've got your amp controls as you would expect. All of these function like a normal amp, so you can move the bass up and down. So it's all really functional like a normal amp. So that is like a brief overview of the different sections, what they do. So let's dive into some awesome sounds. So this is the Brownie Dirty amp. It's the dirty channel. We just have a look at some different presets. So British rock. So as you can see, the Friedman that this is based on is essentially like a souped up Marshall that they do. British rock, it's just going to be that big EL34 classic driving rock sound. Again, you know, that's so easy just to drag, drop, it's there, it works. You can use that to record. You know, over to, I saw one here, Brown sound. So, you know, given I'm using an Eddie Van Halen signature guitar, Brown sound is going to be that classic early Eddie Van Halen sound. Sounds like it does it pretty well to me. You know, again, you can mess with these presets as well. So, you know, if that's not enough drive for you, you want more drive, let's just dial in some typical boost your front end of your amp settings. So not much drive, lots of level, push the front of the amp. Works just as you would expect, you know, crank the drive up. It works exactly as you would expect if you had a real amp in front of you. If we go back to just like a modern rock sound, you know, important thing with the new, let's say the new age of modeling, an important thing is the dynamics of what you are using and how it responds to your hands and the guitar. So does this respond really well? Yes, I think it does. You know, if you, let's go in the middle setting on the guitar. So you can hear big, dirty sound still. And just if you play lightly, it sounds like you're playing an amp lightly, and you know, you can bring that up, pick harder. It responds just like you would expect. And if you turn the volume down a little bit, it cleans up like you would expect. So you can just roll the volume off and you know, exactly as you would expect from using something like a real amp. Roll off the volume, less gain. It's really dynamic feeling. So they've done that and modeled that feel really, really well. You know, again, they're going over to the clean sound, cathedral clean. So let's see what we've got. Nice big clean sounds there. And again, as I said, you can mess around with these as well. So just because that's what the preset says, you know, you can do your own thing as well. So that's a really nice clean sound, loads of ambience you can get from the effects. There's plenty that you can do there. And you know, again, let's head over to another amp. So we've got the lead, the dirty, the clean. We've got the double J here as well. Let's just jump straight over to the dirty channel. Aggressive rock. So I'm assuming the double J is based on the Friedman JJ amp, which is the Jerry Cantrell signature amp. So straight away, let's just see if it does it. You know, to me, that sounds pretty damn authentic. And you know, again, if that's not your kind of thing, you like the basis of the tone, but you want to change it, you can just come in here if you want, pick different cab. Maybe you don't want the stereo cab thing. Maybe you just want one speaker. All of these are just studio ready sounds to use. And you know, I've said before, the advantage of using a plugin, especially one that sounds this good, is, you know, if you are paying to go into a studio and you record your song, you record your guitar sounds, and you get home, you listen back to the mix and you go, you know what, damn it, didn't use enough gain, or I used too much gain, you're kind of stuck with it unless you go back to the studio and pay to record again. Or, you know, if you've got the next day booked anyway, you're using up more time recording again when you've already recorded it before. You can reamp, you might have to pay the studio to reamp. It costs money, whereas something like this, and we'll go into it in a little bit because I'll bring up a recording session and we'll look at using this in a mix. If you don't like the sound that you've recorded, it's as easy as just hitting play and hearing what you've recorded, and we'll just do it quickly now. So if I hit record, so we've recorded something there. Move this out of the way, and we will just literally do this with the right hand. Just whack a loop on that section. So we'll just hit play, and then it's as easy as just move the mics around, change the preset, and you can just completely change your sound. So it's as easy as that. You can record at home if you don't want to go into a studio. And if you don't like your guitar sound that you've recorded, then you just literally change the settings, change the preset, do whatever you want, and just completely change your guitar sound without the need of re-recording, re-amping, all that kind of stuff. And even if, like, say you use this preset and then you go, you know what, the Friedman amp, it wasn't for me, maybe I wanted a JCM 800. Just bring up a JCM 800. They do a great one, the ML 800. Just bring that up and just completely change your amp sound. It's really easy, cost effective, and you get some great results. So there we go. That being said, we've just had a look at some of these. Let's give another quick look. Smooth lead. Again, just a really cool lead sound, lots of nice ambient delay. So on there, British ambience. So I've not really used this yet, so I'm literally just hearing these at the same time you guys are. So there we go, just a cool ambient sounding lead tone. Again, not a lot really wrong with that. Just another great preset you can just click on. And then we've got the clean channel again. Clear, clean. Let's go back to the amp so you can see. Just a really good, clear sounding clean, does exactly what it says. Leslie clean. So I'm assuming they've used the possibly reverb and chorus, yeah, to simulate a Leslie amp, a Leslie speaker, and you know, it works. And then last we've got the nude amp, low and genty. just a really tight sounding distortion sound, beefy greens. Is that going to be Marshall? So it might be some like greenback speakers in there or something. That might be what it means by beefy greens. But again, it's just a cool sound. So obviously this amp, Modern Crunch. Doesn't sound like clean as it's, I guess it does do it. So, you know, just in this one plugin with these 3 different amps, it's a really versatile kind of sound that you've got. So next thing to do, literally show you how this works in a mix so you can see how good this sounds. Close that. I will close this and just open up another project. Cool, so here we go. We are in something that some of you may recognize, this backing track from some of the review videos I do if you watch them. It's just something I use to demo different guitars in a mix, already pretty much set up. So let's literally just drag that in. Got the clean sound there. Hit record, and so we're doing the clean part. It's worth pointing out that these plugins don't really use much processing power at all. You can see at the bottom here, the performance isn't spiking at all. If it does, it's more to do with the fact that I've got screen recording going on, a separate thing that's recording the output of the audio of the Mac, Studio One, you know, it's all going on. So there probably will be a bit of lag when I'm playing along. So this may not be the most in-time thing in the world. But here we go, cutting clean. That sounds kind of cool. Again, you know, there's no metronome, so I will do my best for you guys. But let's take a listen to how it sounds in the mix. So there we go, there's a clean sound. Let's take a listen back. And again, you know, if we're not happy with the clean sound, we can literally just head over to another amp if we want, choose a different preset, clear clean or deep clean. You know, you can tweak these if you want as well. So some different sounds there. And then for the chorus, literally pick an amp. Let's say stick with that one, the Brownie Dirty, and just go for a British rock sound for this. Helps if we are recording the right channel. Right, here we go. Let's see what we can do. And then if we want to double track that, as I normally do, little trick, you can just drag it over. It remembers your settings that you've got. So, you know, if you want to double track it with the same amp, fine. But obviously we are demoing how different things sound. So we'll go for mean and dirty on that. Here we go. So there we go, we've got a double tracked sound, 2 different amps. And again, you know, as we looked at with the clean, if you don't like the sound of that, maybe you want it heavier. So we can go to something like the Double J Dirty, Juicy High Gain. You can just change these things on the fly. So there you go, that is the ML SoundLab Flagship plugin. Personally, I think this is amazing stuff. It just works so well. And you know, if you are a person that records at home and you don't want to annoy the neighbors, then this is a perfect solution for that, for getting an awesome tone. And even if you are a professional with a studio and you want some cool plugins which a band can use when they turn up, you know, say they turn up with their Line 6 Spider 2 to record with, and you're like, nah, it's not happening. These plugins, and they seem to get better as they are moving forward as well. So the Flagship plugin, it's just there to call up and just use anytime you want. It's so good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, it's been a little bit of a long video, but you know, I wanted to make sure I get a lot of the stuff in there that this can do. As I say, let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It all helps, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, is your guitar as knackered as this one, or maybe you just fancy a change? I'm Dan from Guitar Gear Giveaway, and I think you're going to want to check this out. We have had over 2,000 winners and delivered £1 million worth of prizes. How does it work? It is this easy. Step number 1, head to guitargeargiveaway.co.uk. Step number 2, pick a guitar that you would like to win. Fenders, Gibsons, Ibanez. Personally, I love a PRS. Step number 3, answer the music-related question and choose how many tickets you would like to buy. Step number 4, complete the checkout and instantly receive your entry numbers. Step number 5, join us for the draw where the winners are chosen using Google's random number generator, completely live and transparently. Play today at guitargeargiveaway.co.uk, the UK's #1 guitar competition website, and you could win your dream guitar.